The G41, or Gewehr 41, is a 5-star AR that's available from both normal and heavy production at a timer of 4 hours and 5 minutes, or from drops on stage 9-4E, specifically from defeating the stage's boss, Judge. The G41 was introduced by Heckler & Co. in 1981 as a replacement for the H&K G3 rifle and the H&K HK33 to provide a more modern weapon that was compatible with the recently introduced NATO standards. Said standards were being able to use the new STANAG 4172 compliant 5.56x45mm NATO SS109, 110, and 111 cartridges, as well as being able to use older 223 Remington and 5.56x45mm M193 cartridges. The G41, however, was not as commercially successful as its predecessors that used the similar roller-delayed blowback action, leading the G41 to be the last H&K rifle designed around the action. Multiple military trial programs rejected the new G41, causing it to never win a new major military production contract. It was only adopted in small quantities by the Special Operations Group of the Argentinian Air Force, Frogmen and Jaeger Corps of Denmark, Divers and Raiders Group Command of the Italian Navy, Special Intervention Unit and Special Operations Unit of the Spanish National Police, and the Turkish Gendarmerie. Notably, despite H&K discontinuing the G41, Frontline has the production rights to it. There are multiple variants of the G41 made during its 12-year production life. Of note are the different G41s with either a 1 to 178mm and 1 to 305mm rifling, as the 178mm was compatible with the European standard SS109 cartridges, while the 305mm was compatible with the US standard M193 cartridge. That's the difference between the G41 and the G40A1, with the rifles having the 178 and 305mm respectively. The G41A2 and A3 had telescopic stocks with the same difference in rifling. The G41K, the K standing for carabiner or carbine, was a G41A2 with a shortened barrel. The G41 TGS, or Tactical Group Support, is just a G41 with a HK79 underslung grenade launcher. The LF G41 was a sample run done by Franke, which lost out to the Beretta AR-70/90, though was used by the Italian Commando Frogmen. The G41 is a roller-delayed blowback assault rifle, which fires the 5.56x45mm NATO cartridge from a 30-round STANAG magazine, though it likely can take higher magazine sizes and lower, at a rate of 850 rounds per minute, out to a range of 200 to 400 meters normally, or 600 meters if equipped with a Faro Z24G telescopic sight. Inner character art drawn by NS, G41 wears a white, translucent, open-bottom dress with long billowing black and neck straps, a white bikini bottom, one white thigh-high on her right leg, a blue rose with 2 black ribbons flowing from it, 2 large ball hair ties with X's on them, 3 STANAG magazines on her thigh-high, and orange and black shoes with high collars. Notably, both of her arms are fully mechanical up to her shoulders. Her left leg appears to be fully mechanical as well, with a sort of sling on her thigh. She also has a barcode on her pelvis, dog ears, and heterochromia, as her left eye is red, while her right eye is blue. But this heterochromia is actually temporary, as her left eye only glows or turns red when G41 is in combat. She holds her G41, which appears to be the standard G41, or possibly G41A1, in her left hand, though the fire selector positioning is wrong, as it should be in one column. In her voice lines, voiced by Kugemiya Rie, who also voices Ook Ook and Tommy T in Hamtaro, Shirley in Vandred, Alphonse Elric, Catherine L, and Armstrong in Fullmetal Alchemist, Karen Kurosaki and Nemu Kurosuchi in Bleach, Kagura in Gintama, Taiga Aisaka in Toradora, Happy in Fairy Tail, Rise Kujikawa in Persona 4, Sugar and Beyond in One Piece, Tet in No Game No Life, Juzo Suzuya in Tokyo Ghoul, 001 in Darling in the Franxx, Kagura Soma in Fruits Basket, Harumiya in Fire Force, Momo Nishimiya in Jujutsu Kaisen, Pandora in ReZero, Mary Godwin in Xenosaga, Iori Minase in Idolmaster, Haruka Sawamura in the Yakuza series, Vern, Vanya, and Afka in Grand Blue, Oda Nobunaga and Cleopatra in FGO, Vampire and Formidable in Azure Lane, The Unknown God in Genshin, Irene in Arknights, Juniper in Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Vesti in Nikke, and Lily in Street Fighter 6, G41 often acts like an excited dog.
G41 です。ご主人様、私を連れてって。メリークリスマス、ご主人様。G41 は今日いっぱい仕事したんですよ。早く褒めて。全員の頭撫でて。感謝します、ご主人様。頭撫でて。あ、ご主人様。今日は何します？まずは褒めて褒めて。ただいま、ご主人様。早く褒めて。ご主人様、どうだ。褒めてくれればもっと努力しますよ。よかったら頭撫でてくれる？嬉しいから。ご主人様、見てください。
Like some ARs, G41's main role is buffing her own damage for a set amount of time. Her tiles buff SMGs, buffing their evasion by plus 15% and accuracy by plus 50%. She's best positioned on tiles 4 or 5, but can be placed on tiles 1, 2, 7, or 8 if you don't mind losing a tile. At level 10, G41's skill, Damage Focus T, buffs G41's damage by plus 75% for 10 seconds. This has a 4-second ICD and 16-second NCD. Without equipment or crits, her damage is increased to 88. With crits, it's 131. When fully linked, enhanced, and at level 100, G41 has 127 HP per link for a total of 635, consumes 60 rations and ammo, deals 50 damage, has 40 evasion, 48 accuracy, 77 rate of fire, 10 move speed, a 20% crit rate, and deals 150% damage on a crit. G41 is able to equip telescopic sights, hollow sights, red dot sights, night vision, suppressors, high velocity ammo, microchips, and exoskeletons. The recommended equipment for G41 is a 5-star scope, 5-star HV ammo, and her spec, the High Performance Tactical Hair Decoration, which was awarded to players in the top 50% of the Continuum Turbulence ranking map or during Hurricane Rescue Plus by getting enough points, though I wouldn't be surprised if it's available in the Gray Zone or some other method in the future. At max calibration and enhancement, the High Performance Tactical Hair Decoration gives G41 plus 25 damage, plus 10 accuracy, and plus 20 evasion. This overall gives her plus 45 damage, plus 10 accuracy, plus 20 evasion, and plus 48% crit rate. This brings her stats to 95 damage, 58 accuracy, 60 evasion, and 68% crit rate. Her skill now does 166 damage without crits and 249 with crits. G41 overall is pretty middle of the road and really feels like she's been power crept. This isn't a good thing, but it's not a bad thing either. Stats-wise, she's decently balanced, average overall, and same with her skill. A nice damage boost, good uptime, low downtime, and on the easier side to obtain, as she's available from normal and heavy construction, or if you want to grind for it, a stage drop. Her spec also gives her a great boost to multiple stats. Overall decent, nothing special. That's the downside of her as well though. Because she's such a generalist, you'll most likely be using more specialized squads to deal with enemies instead of just a generalist AR SMG squad. M4 has a worse form of her skill by like 5%, but also gets a mod and buffs ARs, and G11 is just better overall. I'm not saying she's unusable, mind you, just that she's very outclassed due to being a generalist. Not to mention, you'll be probably waiting a while to get another chance of getting her spec. I could recommend using G41 in the first few chapters if you happen to get her that early, maybe up to 8 or 9, but after that, she'll probably just be good for logistics or expeditions. Thank you for watching. Please follow my Twitter for updates, and please check out my other Arknights and As Your Lane videos as well.